Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. My name's Lindsay. I post new videos every single Tuesday, so don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, I am going to be doing a makeup challenge. So I will be doing half of my face in the style of makeup that I do currently today in 2022, and half of my face how I used to do my makeup back in 2016, back when I was in college. Insert some photos here. Y'all already know the dark eyebrows, the cut creases. I feel like 2016 was a big time for like the makeup gurus. Everybody was just learning how to do their makeup. Everybody had a James Charles palette. That kind of era is what I'm going for on this side. Let's just get into it, I guess. Get into it, yeah. I'm gonna do it step by step instead of doing like one half of my face and then the other half of my face. I don't really have all the same products. I'm going for like the style rather than the products, but I'll tell you about the products I used to use back then. First is primer, which this primer actually holds so true to my heart. This is the only primer I've ever really loved. The Laura Mercier primer is pretty good too, but it doesn't work well with my foundation. The Professional primer has been tried and true. I've used it since way back when. It really just fills those freaking pores and you just look like nothing's different there. I am gonna do actually like a lighter foundation, like a more like a tinted moisturizer on my current side. If I'm going out, I do wear like normal heavy foundation. I'm gonna do this on one side of my face, and this I actually just put on with my fingers. It feels unnatural to only do one side. As you can see, it's more of like a skin tint. It doesn't really cover much. I might just do a little bit of this on top. So now this side definitely has to be a little more full coverage. I used to go for a pretty full coverage look. I feel like we all did back then. I liked the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I would just kind of do like a couple layers of that since it's pretty buildable. Now I use the NARS. It's cute that I'm doing this side of my face like 2016 because I used to not wear the nose ring, and now I do have the nose ring. So the nose ring is actually fake. No one really knows that until they comment on it, and then I say, oh, it's fake. So if you're thinking about getting a nose ring and you want to see what it looks like on you, get a little fake one. If you want the link for which one I got, just comment and I'll tell you. So now that foundation's done, we're gonna be doing concealer. This is like the era when I first started to use concealer, and we used to use a shit ton. I remember it was like a triangle under the eye of all concealer. Also, back in the day, I used to use like a way lighter concealer than I do now because I really wanted that bright under eye effect. Of course, that's what everyone wanted. Nowadays, I just kind of do like a little inner corner moment and then like try to bring my face up with it a little bit. And you gotta do like this. I kind of still do this sometimes. And the chin. Oh yeah, gotta load that puppy up with concealer. Then I put some on my nose. So yeah, that's about like what I do today. So now we go ahead and blend that out. Oh my gosh. This is like so cakey. I can't remember what concealer I used to use. Oh, duh. Tarte Shape Tape. Duh, that was like everybody's freaking fave ever. I liked it. I just got into like kind of trying new different concealers. The under eye definitely looks brighter, but other than that, it doesn't look too different so far. I think when we get to the brows is when we're really gonna see it. Nowadays, I use a cream bronzer, and back in the day, I did not do that. So I'm gonna use the cream bronzer on this side. I just got this Makeup by Mario contour, and I'm actually obsessed with it. It It looks so good. It blends out so well. It's honestly, to me, way better than the Charlotte Tilbury one. I mean, like, we all remember that fiasco last time. And then another thing that I do now that I did not do back then is cream blush. So I'm gonna go in with that as well on just this side. Next, I generally powder my face. I do still kind of like bake my face, but not as drastically. Nowadays, I use this little like powder puff thing. Shout out my friend Allie who gave it to me. And I just take it like under the eye, and then I just go up with it like I did with my concealer. And then I do still kind of like chisel under my bronzer as well. And then I do like my nose area now, which I didn't really do back then. Back then, I would definitely use my beauty blender to bake, and I kid you not, I packed it on. I didn't contour this side yet, and I let that sit for so long. Oh my god, look, it's like flaking off my face. But truly, like, that's how intense I would do it. Okay, so now brows, which I think is gonna be like the most fun part. So I'm just gonna do my brows really quickly, how I do them now. Okay, so now is all about like the feathery brow, which I personally love. I think my eyebrows are perfect for that. I do see that like thin eyebrows are coming back in style, and personally I just can't do it because I like my eyebrows, so I'm just gonna keep them this way. And nowadays I use some of this edge control stuff to really feather and secure my brows. And now this side, I'm gonna take this off, wipe away the excess powder. Like, this side does look a little powdered. I did set it still, but this side's like intense. Okay, so everybody used to use the Anastasia Dip Brow back in the day. If you say you didn't, you're lying. I don't have that anymore, but when I was too broke to afford Dip Brow, because I was in prime college time during these days, I would just use like a powder one from like NYX or something like that. So I'm gonna use the brown eyeshadow to do my eyebrows, because I feel like that'll give what 2016 was giving, you know what I mean? I did it like, I tried a darker shade and it was not good. Nowadays, I barely even fill in the tips of my eyebrows, and I remember back then it was like all about the little like, oh my gosh. I remember in 2014 in high school when I got my makeup done for prom, the girl did my eyebrow like similar to this, and I went home and I started crying and I was like, my eyebrows, and I wiped off so much of it, and I honestly just kind of looked a little whack at prom, so thanks a lot to whoever that girl was. This era of makeup was actually when I really got into doing makeup. I didn't really wear a lot of makeup in high school. I didn't wear makeup till college. Back in the day, no brow gel, just vibes. However, what I always did, like tried and true, you have to shape your eyebrow with your concealer. You gotta like put it right under, oh yeah, over it too, oh yeah, and just blend that out. I can't really remember if I would blend it out with a brush or a sponge. Come to think of it though, I probably did a terrible job of blending it out because I wanted it to like stand out, you know? That is too funny. Yeah, the eyebrow is for sure the most different part. Okay, and then I would move on to Mr. Sister, James Charles herself. The chokehold this palette had on me, like I wanted it so bad. I was so excited to get it. Honestly, nowadays, I don't really do that much eyeshadow, but back then, man, your girl was obsessed. Although, I kept this so nice, I barely used it, so. Okay, what kind of look should we go for? Oh my gosh, I remember I used to like go on Pinterest and look up James Charles palette eyeshadow tutorial. I used to really love to do like a sunsetty orangey eye and then like cut the crease and then put glitter, like a white light glitter. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna use this other palette I have, which is a BH palette. Oh my god, these are so old. I swear I just really don't be wearing eyeshadow like that anymore. more. I either just like smoke out my liner with some eyeshadow, or like the other weekend I did some like black eyeshadow in the corner. I wanted to be a makeup guru, if we're gonna be honest. I knew the talent wasn't there, but in the back of my head I was like, that'd be a fun job. Beauty influencers are definitely like the reason I got into makeup. James Charles being like my #1 back then, and I love Nikki Tutorials. That was my bish. Mr. Jeffree Star. All the canceled ones. I loved Manny MUA as well. This was like totally my go-to going out makeup look. For the frat parties and the bars once I turned 21, like this was my look. I don't really remember how to cut my crease that well, but I'm just gonna go for it. I gotta concentrate real quick. Okay, not bad actually. Let me just, oh yeah, that is the look. And then I would go in with like a really light sparkly one over that. Oh yeah, this was it. I don't know how I feel about this now. My makeup definitely took a lot longer back in this era, which is insane because my makeup definitely still takes long now. Oh yeah, I feel like that's the look. That was my look at least. Like this was all I really knew how to do, was this like orangey vibe. So this was it for me. So that's the eyeshadow. Next, eyeliner. This has definitely changed for me too, in the fact that like I used to suck at it, but I truly can't talk while I do this, so I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Like this liner was just so much thicker and like powerful, and now I do like a pretty thin line. I try to do like a little wing, and then I also do a little bit like in my inner corner as well now. So definitely my eyeliner styles has changed. Now let's move on to lashes. If you know me, you know I'm a lash girl. If I don't have extension lashes, I'm usually wearing fake lashes. But lately I've been rocking the natural lashes just with some mascara. I think it's because I just haven't gone to Target in a while and I haven't bought lashes, but I'm not mad about it. I'm kind of digging it. So I'm gonna do just a bit of mascara on the now side, since yeah, the past like month or so I've just been really into like just mascara. Speaking of, if anybody has any mascara recommendations, will y'all let me know? I like this one, but it kind of drips a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on this side as well for the fake eyelash to blend in a little better. I am gonna use a pretty intense lash on this side because I definitely was about the like big lashes back in this time. I still am. I love lashes, but back in this day I was about them real big. I've always loved the Ardell Wispies. Those have always been like my fave lashes, but just back in the day I would definitely get like big ones too, like the big Eyeliner ones and stuff. I also think because I've been using lashes for this long in my life, I'm like so good at putting them on. That's just my personal opinion about myself. If you don't think so, that's fine, but I'd say that's my one like makeup talent. My friends actually always ask me to put their lashes on too. Oh yeah, that was it right there. And then lately I've been actually obsessed with putting eyeliner in my waterline. So that's something different from back then too. I didn't really do this. I didn't really used to do that when I would do my makeup like this, which is probably for the better because it's looking a little thick. The eyes are complete, and now I usually finish the rest of my face, bronze it up, and I do bronze on top of my cream contour now, when back in the day I would only do powder bronzer. And then of course we gotta do that slim thick nose, which I contour the same way as I used to back in the day. And nowadays I would say if I'm gonna do something to my eyes, I add a little bit of the same bronzer to like this corner right here, just to give it a little something. And nowadays I go way heavier on the blush. I love blush, whereas back then I feel like it was not really that much of a thing. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on, but on this side definitely gotta make that cheek pink. And now for the lip. Kylie, you were the lip queen back then. Nowadays I don't usually use my Kylie like lipstick as often, but I do still love her lip liners. Okay, so I am gonna have a little bit of a difference because recently I've been trying to just overline the middle portion of my mouth and then following my lip in, simply because TikTok has told me to do so. But back then it was overline the house. And back then I didn't have lip filler. I would definitely overline to make that exaggerated look. And on the now side, I do a little more of like take the pencil and kind of blend it in on the outer corners. And back then, just went in with this puppy. This one is shade Candy K. Oh yeah, she's giving 2016 to 2018 full lip realness. And on the other side, I'm gonna blend the pencil in a little bit with my finger. And then I'm gonna go in with a gloss. I'm gonna use this NYX Fortune Cookie color. I don't really use this often, but I'm gonna put it right in the middle. One of my current favorite makeup artists, Megs Cahill, taught me how to do that. And then blend it out. And she says by putting more gloss centered towards the middle of your lips and then less on the outside, it helps your liner stay more since the gloss kind of like usually rubs it away. Oh my gosh. And that is it. That is the completed both sides of my face look. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is like iconic and so funny to see. You can definitely just tell it's like heavier on this side. This side is heavier on like the contour and the blush color for sure, but the rest of the skin looks more natural, the brows are more natural, even the eye makeup. And this is my like going out eye makeup now. I would not do this every day. And then this was like my going out makeup back then. This was so much fun to film. I absolutely loved doing this. If y'all want more makeup challenges, please let me know if you liked this type of video down below. I think now having the makeup techniques that I do like years later, I didn't do as bad of a job on this heavy makeup that I used to do. Back then, it probably just like didn't look as good. So I'm actually very proud of this makeup. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps support me. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I post a new video every single Tuesday. Thank you so much to everybody who supports me. It really means so much to me. If you knew me back then in this era, comment down below a memory from these times. For me, that was like the college days. And let me know which side you like better. I thought this one was gonna be a lot worse than it actually is. So I'm happy with it. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I look insane.